Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great week, folks. Be impeccable with your word. Replace fear with love. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you're impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer a fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile for the words that come from love. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 145. NASDAQ is up 8. S&P's down 8.5. Gold contract up $17.90, trading at $16.04 an ounce. Silver up 43 cents, $18.16 an ounce. Light sweet crude, flat, $52.05 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year up 7 ticks, trading 130.107. We get the 30-year up 24, trading 163.05. That 10-year right now, folks, is yielding 1.553. 1.31 is the low that was established in 2016. Bottom line, I expect we're going to go right after that low. What you have out here in the note and bond market, once again, let's go over and take a look at the 10-year first and see how it's shaping up with the volume. And it's got the volume, too. Once again, okay, this thing is moving with volume once again. You get 1.7 million contracts out here. Big number, man. Big number. You know, I suspect we're going to go after the last swing high, which was on the 3rd of February. That is at the 131 area. If we do put this 10-year on a yield chart, what you're going to see, which is pretty amazing, is that let's see, 10-year. I need the yield, not the, let's see, Treasury note. Active yield, 10-year. Why isn't this popping up on me? Sorry, folks, just give me 1 second. I'll find this thing. 10-year yield. Okay, they changed this thing. I got to get this. 1 second. Year. Okay, I'll have to do that at the break. They changed the symbol on me. Bottom line is that right now you're at 1.553. 1.31 is the low from the 2016. My take is that we're going after that. King Dollar. Now, this is really intriguing with King Dollar. So if we bring King Dollar up, what you're going to see is that you are right at the trend line. And what is going on here, too, by the way, folks, is that you do have price spread out here today. And what happens when you break a trend line, you want to break it with conviction, and that whether it's going down or up. And what I mean by conviction is that if we're dealing with the aspect that we have volume with it, it would be wide price spread plus volume. That's with conviction. We don't have volume inside the currency markets because they trade at so many different places. What we do have out here, though, today is that you are coming into this trend line with conviction. You know, this is a decent move out here today, 429 ticks. Your trend line to break inside the higher range today is 99,427. We're over it. We're not. You're at it over to a few ticks. What we do have out here, though, and I've talked about this before, when you come up to a trend line and you do have the price spread, more than likely we are going to see this thing bust into the higher range. That's what I'm expecting we're going to have out here more than likely tomorrow. Now, here's the divergence. We go over to the gold market, and gold is in a confirmed ABC structure on the way up. Had the volume. It had already taken out a B point. It took out the B point, and it had the volume as it took it out. The B point that we're talking about is January 6th, $1,595.70. We took that out on the 8th of January, but what we didn't do is we didn't hold price. You pull back. We pulled back with light volume. We consolidated since the 6th of January. We're at the 18th of February. It takes off in spades. Bottom line, over the 1595.70, has 389,000 contracts, monster contract volume. Bottom line, 1705 is coming at us. And if we go take a look at the actual generic contract, which we can put back as far as we'd like. What you're going to see out here, I suspect we're going to go a little bit higher than that. The reason I'm saying that is your next swing point actually is 1795 up here. So we very well could get extended pretty easy. You know, you get a small one at 1600. We're already at 1600. Oh, this is going to be cool. Yeah, and see, if we go over to the GLD, what you're going to see is that the GLD bottom line never got back under its B point. So that was basically always a ABC structure on the way up. And now what the GLD is doing out here today is that you're going forward. You've done 8.9 million shares already. Bottom line, I expect they'll put a bunch of shares in at the close out here, and we'll see how many they put in the close. But the bottom line is that this thing is moving, and you also, and this is where it is helpful inside the metals market, is that you have the silver market moving with gold. Okay, we've had some high divergence out here the last 2 months, meaning silver was much weaker than gold. Silver's up 144 cents today, 120,000 contracts. That's monster contract volume. Silver is going right after the high that was generated out here on the 8th of January, which is that 1895 number. Some of the higher volume equities out here, well, let's actually go to Apple. So the big news out here this morning was that Apple wasn't going to make its numbers, and guess what? The market knew that all along. Bottom line, Apple goes down to $13.14, rejects lower price. Has some volume, though. There's some movement in Apple. You know, we did 31 million shares out here today, so they're moving some product out on Apple. Last swing low out here was 302. That has volume in it. So that's saying to me that Apple's going to be in this consolidation. If it pumps up a little bit tomorrow, that would be basically that would be a test of its high. But right now, it looks to me like Apple does want to trade down to that 13. Apple, 1 second, 1302, I believe. Oh, 302, not 1302, 302. Stay right there, folks. Good on, man. Mr. Basil Chapman coming back. We are going to be talking markets. We're going to be talking riding that Chapman wave. Dow Industrial's down 128. NASDAQ is just shaking it right off. NASDAQ is up 15 points. S&P's down 650. Gold's up 1860. We're coming right back.